Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. This week, you are going to get to know a little bit about me. So let's get started. My name's Whitney, and I'm going to give you 10 facts about myself. Fact number 1 is, I grew up in a big family. I'm the oldest of 6 kids. I had 4 brothers and 1 sister. And I always loved being in a big family like that. There was always someone to play with. But it was enjoyable, it was fun, and I always wanted a big family of my own because of that. So now here I am, the mother of going on 5 kids, and I still would like more someday. If the Lord wills for that to happen, we'd love to have a big family. Fact number 2 is that I was homeschooled my whole life, from day number 1 in preschool all the way through my last day of high school. I loved being homeschooled, and I think that it had such a great impact on me and how I learned. I was able to learn how to learn and how to figure things out on my own, because I wasn't always just given the answers, or I also had the ability to learn things beyond what was just going to be on the test. And I really enjoyed that, and I love to be able to teach now my own kids. It's fun to be a homeschool mom, and I very much enjoy that I get the privilege of teaching my own kids how to learn about life. Number 3, Willis and I got to know each other at a church camp that we worked at together. Well, technically we met at my church, but we really got to know each other working at a church camp together. And from the first day I met him, I knew that he was the one for me. That he was the one that I was going to marry. But it took him a couple years to realize that fact himself. But, oh well. I forgave him, mostly. Yeah, I forgave him mostly. But anyways, so we've been happily married now for 7.5 years. Number 4, reading has always been a favorite pastime of mine ever since I was a kid. I've loved to spend nice afternoons sitting around reading a good book. I still enjoy doing that now. It just doesn't happen as often. But I love to read. I love to gain knowledge and learn things. I love to research and just gain understanding in different areas and learn new skills even. So that's something that I very much have enjoyed. And this also includes studying my Bible and gaining a better understanding of who God is and what He wants out of my life. Number 5, while I grew up in a fantastic Christian home, I didn't really get my salvation nailed down and settled until about 5 years ago. Growing up, I made multiple professions of faith throughout my teenage and young adult life, but always something was missing. And I came to the realization that while I knew what salvation really meant, and it was simply trusting in the Lord to be sufficient to take your sins, I kind of was confused. And I didn't realize I was confused until later on, but I realized that I was trusting in myself, at how much faith I could have, or other things like that. I wasn't trusting in like my own works necessarily, but I was definitely trusting in what I thought was sufficient. I had to have enough faith, or I had to say things just right in order for Christ to be able to accept me. And one day I realized that, and it was like, I call it my light bulb moment. And the light just came on, and God was like, hey, Whitney, I'm talking to you. It's nothing that has to do with you. It's all about me. And so that was the day that I trusted Him, and I really got it nailed down and settled that I am His child now. And so that happened 5 years ago. So no matter if you grew up in a Christian home, or if you have just always considered yourself saved, and you may be 50 years old now, it's never too late to get that settled. Since then, I have really grown in what it means to trust God. That faith has nothing to do with our feelings, or feelings of faith, or feeling like we are on a perfect track with God. That has nothing to do with how we feel, but everything to do with His Word. And so there has been plenty of times, many times, since getting my salvation settled, that I have questioned it again and wondered, but what if I really am not saved? What if I didn't get saved then? And God has really just truly grown my faith and grown my understanding in what it means to be saved. Once you are saved, and that assurance. Assurance isn't always this gushy, wonderful feeling of just, knowing all the time that God is yours, or you belong to God. That sometimes assurance is simply trusting in what His Word said. And His Word said that if you call upon Him and believe in your heart, then you're saved. And He has grown my faith so much over the past few years with that truth. Fact number 6, 7, whatever number we're on, I am a country girl at heart. I have always loved being out in the country. I would much rather take a hike in the woods than go hang out at a coffee shop in town. You can always find me, let's see, in the summertime, you can always find me catching frogs with my kids, being in the garden, getting dirty in the garden, taking a hike, laying around in the hammock. That doesn't happen very often, but occasionally. Might even climb a tree occasionally. I used to do that all the time as a kid. But that is where I enjoy being, is definitely outside in God's nature. Number 7, if you want to speak my love language, give me ice cream, pizza, and then spend some quality time with me. Oh yeah, you can throw in some chocolate too. Number 8, I am a minimalist at heart. I love simplicity. I love things to be nice, neat, and in order, with not a lot of stuff around. Now, you give that personality type and stick them in a camper with 6 people, and it's been a little bit of a struggle, but I have definitely learned and grown, and God has given me patience and understanding that there are way more important things in life than having a perfectly put together home and everything lined out just so. But that doesn't deny the fact that I still love things being simple and orderly, and I do my very best to keep things that way when possible. Number 9, while being a mom is definitely the hardest job I have ever had before, it is also the most rewarding. Being able to be the mother of 5 souls now, 5 eternal souls, has been a great privilege and something that the Lord has very much grown me in and grown my understanding in the importance of what it means to be a mom, what it means to be just a parent in general. And I am so thankful to have these 5 kids that I get to just train for the Lord, that I get to raise, love, that they will be able to go out into the world and love people. I know that I fail every single day, but I do not want to shirk from this responsibility in any way, and I try my very best to just fully give myself to my family and to be and embrace the importance of what it means to be a mother. Number 10, I look forward to the future. I know the future can seem very unknown and scary at times. I know there have been times where I have been concerned about what the future is going to hold and wondering what it's going to look like. But God is still in control and He's still on the throne. And His kingdom is going to prevail no matter what. And I look forward to the things that God has for us, the things that He is going to do on this farm that we are living on, the things that He's going to do with our family business that we're trying to grow, and then the different areas that He's growing our family, where in number as well as just growing our family in the Lord. And then I also look forward to seeing what sort of ministry opportunities God gives us and wants us to be able to serve Him with our life with. Alright, so there are 10 facts about me, Whitney. I hope you enjoyed this and that you will come back next week as we are going to introduce our kiddos.
Thanks for watching. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up if you liked our video, subscribe, and share to anyone else you think might enjoy it. Also, be sure to check out our Patreon page for other ways that you might be able to help support our family. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.